welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good, good. I am. Let me know in the comment section how you're doing and where you're from. I really want to know. Anyway, we're going to react to a video that was created by Massid. It's a channel. They create all kinds of awesome content. Go check them out. The link will be down below. And this is how 1,000 Filipino troops fought 40,000 Chinese soldiers. And I know you're going to say, Max, you've already reacted to something similar to this. Yeah, I have. But this was recommended to me by several people. They said I would learn a lot more than what I did in the last video that I reacted to. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's react to it. Let's see what we can learn. If you like the content that I react to, like I said, definitely go subscribe to them. But for now, let's react.
Of those who sacrificed their lives for freedom, Massid proudly presents The Battle of Yultong, a story of how Filipino troops braved a sea of Chinese soldiers during the Korean War. The Korean War began on June 25, 1950, when North Korea, backed by China and the Soviet Union, crossed the border into South Korea in an attempt to capture its capital, Seoul. In response, the United Nations Security Council, through the formation of the United Nations Command, ordered the deployment of military forces to stop the invasion. On August 7, 1950, President Elpidio Quirino, with approval from Congress, sent 7,420 Filipino combat troops to fight in South Korea. President Quirino saw this as a commitment to help a friend and as part of a larger battle to save the world from communism. The 10th Battalion Combat Team, the Philippine Expeditionary Forces to Korea, was the first battalion to arrive on Busan shores on September 19, 1950. The 10th Battalion, made up of 1,303 enlisted men and 64 officers, was originally a motorized battalion sent to operate tanks from the U.S. But when none arrived, was turned into a heavy weaponry unit instead.
What? You're telling me they were supposed to be in tanks and all of a sudden they're on foot? Oh my goodness. And then they did what they did. We know what they did, so they're ready. They're ready for anything, whether it be tanks or on ground, hand-to-hand combat. That's impressive, and I didn't know that part of the history.
On the night of April 22, the 10th Battalion, as part of the U.S. 65th Infantry Regiment of the U.S. 3rd Infantry Division, was attacked north of Yeoncheon by a large force of Chinese and North Korean soldiers. This would be known in history as the Great Spring Offensive, one of the largest offensives by the 44th Division of the Chinese People's Volunteer Army and the Communist North Korean Army during the Korean War. In front of the Filipinos were 4 Chinese divisions numbering about 40,000 men. Just after midnight, the Chinese began their attack with a heavy artillery barrage. Soon after, the Chinese forces advanced, but had difficulty as the 10th Battalion successfully defended their positions with mortar and artillery.
So impressive.
However, a massive Chinese assault pushed the Turkish brigade from their position, allowing the Chinese to surround the Filipinos' eastern side. Seeing the incoming danger, Lieutenant Colonel Junicio Ojeda immediately organized a unit of battalion cooks and clerks to fortify and defend the east flank.
Smart man.
With the help of M24 light tanks and artillery support, Lieutenant Colonel Ojeda's makeshift unit was able to hold off the advancing Chinese forces. The situation only got worse when the Puerto Rican 65th Infantry Regiment, situated on the west flank, began to fall back from Chinese attack. With the west flank now exposed, the Chinese began advancing but were blocked by a platoon of Filipino soldiers situated on a hill overlooking Yultong. Commanded by Lieutenant Jose Arciaga, this platoon refused to yield and held their ground. This gave Lieutenant Arciaga's company commander, Captain Conrado Yap, enough time to mount a counterattack. The counterattack successfully extracted the trapped platoon from the hill and also stopped the Chinese from further advancing. But sadly, Lieutenant Arciaga and Captain Yap were killed during the fight. In the early morning,
these men are heroes too. We got to recognize these men. The men that they just said, the captains, they were smart. They were smart men. And their decisions played out in such an important way of this war. They really did.
April 23, Lieutenant Colonel Ojeda led the second counterattack using M24 tanks. This caught the Chinese off guard and pushed them away from the hill they were trying to seize. The Filipinos fought until midday before it was ordered to withdraw and link up with the rest of the division in the south. 15 Filipino soldiers died, 26 were wounded, and 14 were missing in action, while the Chinese and North Koreans lost around 500 soldiers. The 10th Battalion's effort at Yultong allowed the U.S. 3rd Infantry Division to successfully withdraw from the battlefield, which would later on prove to turn the war in favor of the Allies. 2 weeks later, the communists began ceasefire negotiations after suffering more heavy losses. For the next 2 years, the Korean War was mostly battled from hilltops until a ceasefire was finally declared. Out of the 7,420 Filipino soldiers sent, 113 were killed,
R.I.P.
313 wounded,
R.I.P.
15 missing, and 41 held as prisoners of war. Today, a monument stands inside the War Memorial of Korea in honor of the many Filipino soldiers
I want to see that monument
who fought for the liberation
in
of
person.
Korea. Recently, during the 69th anniversary of the Korean War, the late Captain Conrado Yap was awarded the Taiguk Medal, the highest military decoration given to a soldier for bravery in combat.
Awesome.
Also awarded the Taiguk Medal was fellow 10th Battalion team member Major Maximo Young for his heroism at the Battle of Myeongdong. The efforts of the 10th Battalion in the Battle of Yultong was instrumental in turning the tide of the war in favor of the Allied forces. South Korea remains a free democracy, thanks to the contribution of soldiers like the Fighting Filipinos,
Thank you.
a name given by the U.S. Command to the brave men of the 10th Battalion Combat Team. Did you like our story?
Yes.
Are there other heroic adventures of Filipinos you want us to feature?
Yes.
Let us know in the comment box. Don't forget to like this video. Oh,
So that was an awesome video, and like he said, if there's more videos that they want to make, go comment. So go check their channel out, go subscribe to them. This was an awesome video. I learned a lot more than what I did in the previous video, like the commenter said I would. So go check it out. Recommend something to him to create, he might create it. So that's just an awesome opportunity. So don't forget to subscribe to him. Subscribe to him before you subscribe to me. Give him all the credit. But this was amazing. And it's so heartwarming to see that some of these men got awarded some of the highest medals that they give in Korea. That's just, it shouldn't have took as long. They should have got awarded these way back when, but at least they recognized the world needs to thank Fighting Filipinos, because truly, that was like a major point in that war that turned it around, like he said. How could it not be? And they would not back down for anything. And another reason you should go check this video out, the original one is, it was going too fast, but there was all kinds of speech bubbles, and the comments in the speech bubbles were awesome in the video. So definitely go check this video out again. It deserves another view. But anyway, absolutely amazing story. Much respect to the Fighting Filipinos, and the ones that were lost and their families, and just all of them. Anyway, if you have anything else to add to this reaction, anything that you heard in the video that you learned, anything you want to tell me about this that maybe it didn't cover, comment down below and let me know what it says. Also, recommend some stuff for me to react to down below in the comment section, and I'll try to get to it. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Sharing's always helping. And I'll see you next time. Peace.